Hello and welcome back to another edition of Memescape News, the best source of information on the current happenings of the Memescape. I am your host Evan, and we've had another pretty good week in terms of formats. This does not mean we've had a good week in terms of current events though, because if we're talking about current events that have translated into memes, I do have something, but it's just one. So let's get right into that. So they announced what the PlayStation 5 is going to look like. And similar to how a few weeks ago when they announced how the Xbox One was going to look, when the Xbox One came out and everybody made fun of it as the big black cube and, you know, the obelisk. This one, people either said it was a Wi-Fi router or just something in between two big paper plates. I'm putting some examples in the corner as I typically do. Yeah, I think it's funny, but, hopefully it's actually a good console. I hope people enjoy it. I hope there's a good selection. I don't know shit about gaming. I'm not gonna pretend that I know what I'm talking about. I just think it's funny. Yeah, other than that, in terms of current events, we don't have very much, so let's get right into the meme economy. Very slightly higher this week. Not as much of a jump from the week before last to last week, but it's still a small amount. And this is because there's a continuing hope that we're continuing to leave the meme drought, and that's continued to see today as we have a couple new formats that I want to talk about. First of all, we already had the PS5 meme that I mentioned earlier, as well as put a little wine in it.
Mum, this tastes different. Did you put anything different in it?
I put a bit of wine.
So yeah, the joke comes from this guy who made a sketch comedy video about alcohol when he was little. And a lot of people started modifying the original video, and here are some of the best.
Mum, this tastes different. Did you put anything different in it? Mum, this tastes different. Did you put anything different in it? Mum, this tastes different. Did you put anything different in it? Mum, this tastes different. Did you put anything different in it?
I put a bit of wine.
This is a pretty self-explanatory meme. It's not exactly rich with irony. It's not exactly, difficult to understand. It's pretty mainstream, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, because slapstick humor is just funny. It's just an inherently funny thing. That's human nature. Finally, for this week, I want to talk about spinning Pikachu, a spinning chair. I neglected to mention this when it was popular a few weeks ago. I did put it as my last clip of the day a few weeks ago, but I neglected to actually properly talk about it because I didn't realize how large of a meme it had become. So, essentially, there has to be a source for this, but I'm not a good reporter, so I haven't looked for that. But I imagine somebody made a GIF of a spinning Pikachu, probably added the spinning chair sound effect, and then people just started putting it in a million different places. And there were a lot of really great ones to choose from, so I've just put together a compilation of some of my favorite memes of spinning Pikachu. Enjoy.
Drop the drums! It's okay, nigga. I got the chair. Are you winning, son?
Oh shit! Whoa! Oh!
Why do women only like jerks who treat them like shit?
Why do guys only want bitchy bimbos who walk all over them?
Please, do not push the button! You have no idea what it...
I love this. I really do love that meme. It's another meme that isn't exactly caked in irony. None of these today have been exactly caked in irony, which is a good and bad thing, because on one hand, we've seen a lot of ironic content recently, and it's good to see that content that might be a little more accessible to the general population is still readily available, which is an important facet of the meme economy. Another thing is that you need diversity in your meme formats, because otherwise, you know, not everything can be so caked in irony that no one will ever get it. Now, of course, this is going to also be a bad thing, because I just generally feel that ironic memes are of higher quality, but that's personal opinion, and that has no actual proper merit. So anyway, lastly for this week, this. That's about it for this edition of Memescape News. Did I miss something or say something inaccurate? Let me know right down there, and I will mention it next time. See you ladies and gents later.